Mr. Sikuwabo fled Rwanda in July 1994 and is believed to be living in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. If you or anyone you know has information on his activities and whereabouts, it can be provided with complete confidentiality. You may contact the nearest U.S. Embassy or within the DRC. You can call 081-715-2501.
The Gaddafi regime forces are violating a United Nations resolution ordering to end hostilities in your country. Do not take part in further hostilities. Refuse any order to harm your fellow countrymen or Libyan facilities. Return to your homes and families. Your family needs you. Return home safely. Lay down your arms and refuse orders from your current illegitimate government. Any hostilities against coalition forces will be met with deadly force. Do not harm your fellow countrymen. Stop fighting. Abandon your equipment and weapons and return home safely.
We bring you the news from Tokyo. I'm Joseph Queenie.
And I'm Michelle Yamamoto.
Our news coverage this hour focuses entirely on the catastrophic earthquake in Japan. The program has been expanded to 29 minutes from the regular 10 minutes. The biggest earthquake that struck the Pacific coast in the country's northeast on Friday has brought catastrophic damage in broad areas. The meteorological agency says the magnitude 8.8 earthquake focused off the Tohoku region hit at 2:46 p.m. at an estimated depth of 24 kilometers.
I'm coming to you from the Melbourne studios of Radio Australia. This is Asia Pacific. Across Australia, we're on ABC News Radio and ABC Radio National.
CRI News, I'm Wen Jie. Chinese President Hu Jintao has urged the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation economies to promote liberalization and facilitation of trade and investment in the Asia-Pacific region.
You are tuned to the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. It's time for the program of Carnatic Instrumental Music, flute recital by NKC.
You are listening to the newsreel on Radio Romania International. Only half of Romania's MPs, namely those belonging to the governing coalition.
As many of you know by now, austerity measures across Czech governmental ministries have forced budget cuts in many sectors, and public broadcasting is one of them. Radio Prague is in its 75th year, and throughout that time, our signal has gone out to 6 continents, carrying news and information about Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic to listeners all over the world.
We bring you the news from Tokyo. I'm Joseph Queenie.
And I'm Yuka Matsumoto.
In our top stories, more than 7,300 deaths have been confirmed in the devastating earthquake and tsunami that hit northeastern Japan. About 11,000 others are still missing.
Efforts to cool down the number 3 reactor at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant continue to prevent it from leaking a large amount of radioactive substances.
London, where roughly half of the country's roughest sleepers live, has seen a rise in homelessness in recent years as the financial crisis hit. Well, dear listeners, this is the end of the news from the Voice of Islamic Republic of Iran. Now stay tuned for the latest political commentaries.
If you're listening to us in Africa on Shortwave, 9895 kilohertz, we're saying goodbye now. Radio Netherlands Worldwide continues on 5935 kilohertz, 7425, and 11655 kilohertz.
We also have known for some time that the date of the first day of the Day of Judgment coincides with the date when the rapture will take place. That is on May 21, 2011. Then it was discovered that there are exactly 722,500 days from April 1, 33 AD, until May 21, 2000.
Stay tuned to us online at radio.cz or on satellite. Ask your local broadcasters to rebroadcast our daily program. And follow us on Facebook under Radio Prague. Your input remains as important to us as ever, and we look forward to your questions and comments. To those of you who will be unable to listen online, it has been our great pleasure and privilege to offer you this service. From me, Christian Falvey, and on behalf of all of our staff here, thank you very much for listening, and goodbye. This is Radio Prague, signing off.